610. That's putting emergency vehicles in danger. That's a 5-year prison sentence. 874 is called criminal gang signaling instrumentalities, where the legislature specifically stated that people have a right to be able to live in peace and not feel terrorized. Now let's go under 1802 of the Florida statutes. That's breaking and entering into an occupied dwelling. That's 15 years. Let's go 784 of the Florida statutes, when the concussion of the speakers hurts my eardrums real bad. But no matter how many laws I look up, 932 contraband, you can take away the vehicles under criminal gang signaling instrumentalities. Didn't you swear an oath to support and defend the Florida Constitution, Jason?
Notice he won't answer that. He will not answer it. He probably had a headphone on and he won't answer that question.
What is your rank now, Jason? Yep. Call ended. Call ended. Call ended. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
So it seems to me like there's some kind of protection racket that's going on with these American enemy punks. And it seems to me like no matter who you go to, you ain't going to find nobody. Just off the top of my head, these are just some of the people I've called. I've called the United States Justice Money Laundering Department. Unless there is somebody that is well-to-do, got connections, them motherfuckers don't give a shit about the average person. I've called the FBI. They got a call center in West Virginia. I've called them motherfuckers. I've called the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. I talked to I think his name was Philip William Neely. I think that was his name. Florida Department of Law Enforcement. So-called inspector. Gets all kinds of fucking accommodations. Like he's somebody that's real hot shit. And yet at the same time, I tried to get him to do something about these. First of all, I asked him some questions. These motherfuckers are so goddamn arrogant that if you ask them a fucking question, they're automatically going to take a shitty attitude towards you. I don't know who trains these motherfuckers. I've even called the Florida governor's office. Warren Davis. It's been there something like 12 years. And there was, I think, a Fanny Gonzalez who was the person that I talked to on the phone. I think her name was Fanny Gonzalez. Well, what I find really fucking interesting is that when I call these people, I call the Florida Highway Patrol. I've had them motherfuckers say this lie about that the Supreme Court sided with the boom car punk motherfuckers. That judge can go to jail for the rest of his fucking life. Because what that judge did, or the judges, what they did is they violated the oath that they took to protect Americans and people in Florida. So they can go to jail for a long motherfucking time. Let's see. Judges can go to jail under perjury for violating their public oath to protect Americans. They can also go to jail under conspiracy. They can go to jail under United States Code Title 18, 241, 242, which is a $10,000 fine and 10 years in prison. But probably won't happen because this judge has connections while he's here on his earth. He ain't got to worry about a motherfucking thing. He's got it made his whole life here. So I continue, and I hope and pray to continue to try and make a difference while I'm here. Yeah, I've got my sins, I've got my imperfections. But when I think about the hundreds of thousands of ambulance and fire department people that are put in danger every day because of these boom car punks. And I can't understand it. You would think that the cops would be defending them like nobody else. But for some reason or other, evidently there's more profit in protecting the boom cars that put the ambulance and fire department people in danger than there is in protecting our first responders. That they got this bullshit that's called move over bullshit law. And then not only that, Florida Statute 316 316-3045 specifically states in there, the maximum that they can be hurt is fucking 25 feet away, which I think is absolutely fucking ridiculous. A bicyclist is required to, even says right in the Florida statutes, bicyclists are required to be able to hear the sounds around them all the time. So if that's the case, what's the reason why they allow these motherfuckers to do as they goddamn well please? Everybody else in our society, if they break the fucking laws, the cops are on them like stink on shit. But then, for some reason or other, these motherfuckers, they get a pass. They can put ambulance and fire department people in danger, and fuck. They don't give a shit. No matter how many laws I look up, it's never enough. Never enough. I even talked to a Linda Knight. The Florida Highway Safety, which is, I believe, it's in Tallahassee on Appalachia Parkway, the Neil Kirkman Bill, I think it's called. Matter of fact, if you go through Tallahassee, you would never know that you were actually visiting a government. They don't have the fucking names on the building. Alfred P. Murrah Building is the Department of Consumer and Agriculture Services. The Winewood Plaza is the fucking HRS. You wouldn't even know that you was in fucking in a government place. They don't have. Last time I checked, back in 1989, They didn't have not one building that even said the name. The fucking Capitol. I think that's a fucking joke. The fucking people are, whoever designed it was basically saying, look here, we're fucking you. You look at the capital of the state of Florida. Looks like a fucking dick with balls. I guess they just didn't, they ran out of money to put the dick head on top. I never thought I'd see today that these motherfuckers can go up and down the streets. We have a law that's called move over. I've even had a fucking sticker that says move over. There's also another bullshit fucking thing where they want people to look out for terrorists. Well, it seems to me like what it is, only the cops can name the terrorist. We citizens can't. So we're under a great big motherfucking con right now. And so all I can do is as I said, I don't have no connections. I wasn't born in this world with no fucking connections. I didn't have connections like Ethan Couch, a goddamn fucking bitch brat from fucking Texas, that fucking killed 4 people and ran over 19 people. And his father was a well-to-do businessman in the area there. He didn't go to fucking prison. No sirree. They said he was going to get 10 years probation and he was going to be put in a nice, comfortable fucking rehab place. Man, the fucking place, they served custom meals. It was like a fucking day camp. For a Boy Scout camp. So I said, I wasn't born with no connections in this world, but I'm hoping and praying that I can make a difference while I'm still here. And what's really amazing, there's millions of people that could do something. They've heard it. Everybody's heard these fucking boom cars. And yet, it seems to me like I'm the only one that's done anything about it. I don't understand why. I don't understand everything about my maker, but I'm just hoping, praying that I will pass and where my maker will say, well done, my son.